America stands up to countries that treat women like animals or people of different races, religions, or ethnicities as less human. What happens to the moral example we set for the world and for our own children if our president engages in bigotry? And by the way, Mr. Trump, every time you insult American Muslims or Mexican immigrants, remember that plenty of Muslims and immigrants serve and fight in our armed forces. Donald Trump could learn something from them. And that brings me to the final point I want to make today. The temperament it takes to be commander-in-chief. Every president faces hard choices every day, with imperfect information and conflicting imperatives. That's the job. A revolution threatens to topple a government in a key region. An adversary reaches out for the first time in years. What do? Making the right call takes a cool head and respect for the facts. It takes a willingness to listen to other people's points of view with a truly open mind. It also takes humility, knowing you don't know everything, because if you're convinced you're always right, you'll never ask yourself the hard questions. I remember being in the Situation Room with President Obama, debating the potential bin Laden operation. The president's advisors were divided. The intelligence was compelling, but far from definitive, and the risks of failure were daunting. The stakes were significant for our battle against al-Qaeda and our relationship with Pakistan. Most of all, the lives of those brave SEALs and helicopter pilots hung in the balance. It was a decision only a president could make. And when he did, it was as crisp and courageous a display of leadership as I've ever seen. Now imagine Donald Trump sitting in the Situation Room, making life or death decisions on behalf of the United States. Imagine him deciding whether to send your spouses or children into battle. Imagine if he had not just his Twitter account at his disposal when he's angry, but America's entire arsenal. Do we want him making those calls? Someone thin-skinned and quick to anger who lashes out at the smallest criticism. Do we want his finger anywhere near the button? Well, I have a lot of faith that the American people will make the right decision. This is a country with a deep reservoir of common sense and national pride, and we're all counting on that. Because making Donald Trump our commander-in-chief would be a historic mistake, and it would undo so much of the work that Republicans and Democrats alike have done over many decades to make America stronger and more secure. It would set back our standing in the world more than anything in recent memory, and it would fuel an ugly narrative about who we are, that we're fearful, not confident, that we want to let others determine our future for us instead of shaping our own destiny. That's not the America I know and love. So yes, we have a lot of work to do to keep our country secure, and we need to do better by American families and American workers, and we will. But don't let anyone tell you that America isn't great. Donald Trump's got America all wrong. We are a big-hearted, fair-minded country. There is no challenge we can't meet, no goal we can't achieve when we each do our part and come together as one nation. Every lesson from our history teaches us that we are stronger together. We remember that every Memorial Day. And this election is a choice between two very different visions of America. One that's angry, afraid, and based on the idea that America is fundamentally weak and in decline. The other is hopeful, generous, and confident in the knowledge that America is great, just like we always have been. So, let's resolve that we can be greater still. That is what I believe in my heart. I went to 112 countries as your Secretary of State, and I never lost my sense of pride and wonder at seeing that blue and white plane lit up on some far-off runway with the United States of America emblazoned on the side. That plane, those words, our country, represents something special, not just to us, but the world. It represents freedom, hope, and opportunity. I love this country, and I know you do too. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve America, and I'm going to do everything I can to protect our nation and make sure we never lose sight of how strong we really are. Thank you all very much.